The one brick rule, the secret behind every great success. Everyone dreams of changing their life. A better career, a healthier body, more confidence, more money. But almost everyone makes the same mistake. They try to change everything, all at once, and within days, they give up. Today's story is about a young mason who discovered one simple rule that transformed an ordinary life into an extraordinary one. Stay until the end. Because this lesson could completely change the way you think about success. In a quiet riverside town lived a 22-year-old man named Times Ethan. He worked with his father building houses. Every morning before sunrise, they carried bricks, mixed cement, and worked until sunset. The work was hard. The pay was small. Every evening, Ethan returned home, exhausted. He dreamed of becoming an architect one day, but each night he looked at thick engineering books, then closed them again. They're too difficult. I'll start next week. Weeks became months. Nothing changed. One afternoon, an elderly builder visited the construction site. He had spent more than 50 years building schools, bridges, and hospitals. Watching Ethan struggle, he asked, "Why do you always look frustrated?" Ethan sighed. "I want a better future. But the goal feels impossible." The old builder picked up a single brick. "How many bricks make a house?" Ethan laughed. "Thousands." The old man nodded. "Then why are you trying to build the entire house today?" He placed the brick into Ethan's hands. "Build one brick perfectly. Tomorrow, build another." Those words sounded too simple, almost foolish. But Ethan had already tried everything else. The next morning, he studied architectural drawings for just 15 minutes. No more. The following day, he learned 3 new construction terms. The day after that, he practiced one mathematical formula, tiny improvements, almost invisible. No dramatic speeches, no impossible goals. Just one brick at a time. Months passed. Slowly, Ethan noticed something surprising. Technical drawings no longer looked confusing. Numbers became easier. His confidence quietly grew. One evening, his father watched him calculating measurements without help. "You've changed," he said. "What happened?" Ethan smiled. "I stopped chasing the whole building. Now I only focus on today's brick." 3 years later, a large engineering company announced a scholarship for construction workers who wanted to study architecture. Thousands applied. Ethan was accepted. Not because he was the smartest, not because he was the most talented, but because he had quietly prepared himself every single day while others waited for the perfect moment. Years later, the same town celebrated the opening of a beautiful community library. The lead architect stood before the crowd. It was Ethan. A young reporter asked, "What's the biggest secret behind your success?" People expected him to mention intelligence, opportunity, luck. Instead, he smiled. "The building behind me wasn't created in one day. Neither was I. My life changed the same way this library was built. One brick at a time. Think about your own life. Maybe your dream feels too big. Maybe you've been waiting for the perfect Monday, the perfect month, the perfect motivation. But greatness rarely begins with giant steps. It begins with ordinary choices repeated consistently. Read 1 page. Exercise for 10 minutes. Save a little money. Learn 1 new skill. Wake up slightly earlier." Each action seems too small to matter. Until one day, you realize those tiny actions built a completely different person. Remember this. A cathedral isn't built by placing all the stones at once. It's built by laying one stone carefully, every single day. Your future works exactly the same way. So stop asking, "How do I change my entire life?" Instead ask, "What's today's brick?" Because tomorrow's success is hidden inside today's smallest habit. If this story inspired you, Share it with someone who needs encouragement today. Subscribe for more original, motivational stories that strengthen your mindset, discipline, and purpose. Until next time, keep laying your bricks. One day, you'll stand inside the life you built with your own hands.